Alright guys, welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online. This is part 3, so if you haven't caught the first two parts, check the description, and I have a playthrough with all the videos organized, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. So, with that said, last time where we left off, we talked to the two people, and we have to burn wagons, smash crates, and basically we're raiding the area. So, combat! And I know it's super laggy now. It's probably just because it's day one. Everyone else is in the area doing the same thing. Fortunately, I can't really fix that. Usually I'm sitting at a solid non-20 FPS.
Eat mud, dry skin.
Oh god, the lag. It's bad.
It's you. Thank Ifray. Please get us out of here.
Zadaza is done with this place. So, these dry skins are good for something after all.
I hate this.
Dang, that guy has a lot of champion points. He must play a lot. Ugh, 20 FPS. Feels bad. How to get back up there? Got it.
Get out of my way, Kuda.
Step away, Bright Throat. This one belongs to the Deadwater tribe. This one is known to us Ojel, a blackguard savage who led the raid on our people. This one is known to us Ojel, a blackguard savage who led the raid on our people. Now in our Hist's mighty name, I will hack it dead. If you want to talk to it, be quick. Sojay is thirsty, and Sithis is waiting. I roll my eyes. Murder? When you gut a fish, is it murder? No. You only object because the fish walks upright and has a face. The Ojel is an animal, a foolish one. The Deadwater tribe does not suffer animals like this to live. I bare my teeth. A Naga prays for repercussions daily outside her. Blackguards slither about in Deadwater territory often. Too often. Perhaps finding this Ojel in pieces will finally lure them into open combat. Then we will skin them like catfish.
Okay.
As always, Jaxic's beady Naga eyes see only vengeance and mayhem. I see opportunity. This blackguard is a survivor. Survivors are useful. If she returns to her swordkin with tales of what she witnessed here, it could discourage future attacks. Ha! How quickly Jaxic forgets she is a kidnapper herself. The blackguards do not know the Deadwater tribe as I do. Let this dryskin tell her tale. By sparing one, we terrify 100. An ancient tactic, Biko, but very effective. Be quick in your
These Argonians are crazy. Please, you can't let them kill me. I surrendered. I had nothing to do with the abduction of that lizard's people. I swear it. How in oblivion should I know? Orders came down to watch the captives. I didn't ask why. Maybe I should have, but I've got a daughter at home. If I don't follow orders, she doesn't eat. I had nothing to do with the abductions. I'm telling the truth. Mara's mercy. You'd let that Naga murder a prisoner. Just let me think. All right. There was an interrogator who grilled a few of the captives. Something about a remnant. Yes, the remnant of Argon. He was asking everyone about it, even the Nagas. Yes, some Argonian relic, maybe? I really have no idea what the remnant is. Word is there's someone with a heavy purse willing to pay out a fortune for any information, but that's all I know. Please don't make my daughter an orphan.
We'll probably play through this multiple times, so we'll choose both options, but I think we're gonna choose the good one and not kill her.
So the blackguards seek the remnant. That is unwelcome news. Even so, killing a single bound prisoner will save no lives. Friend Jaxic thinks it is justice. It is not. Release the blackguard. Spare this one life, and we may save many more. I cannot be sure, but that is no bad thing. Nothing leads to more death than the need for certainty. You cut down many blackguards and laid waste to their operation. Let this dryskin describe it to her friends. Then they will know fear.
Brave, Ojel. But foolish.
Thank you. I'm finished with the blackguards. You have my word.
You made the right decision, Biko. Thank you. So, the Ojels have learned about the remnant of Argon. That is frustrating. Something I cannot discuss, for now. Return to Famia and tell her this. She is a friend to the Saxhleel, but the remnant is not some stone cup or golden idol. It is something much greater and more dangerous.
I hiss with fury. How did these Ojel beasts learn about the remnant?
We will find out, Jaxic, provided you do not kill them all.
Okay. I guess we're going back to the main city. Oh, wait.
You're back! Fabulous! Some of my missing friends already tracked me down, telling tales of a daring, fiery rescue. Marvelous! What happened out there? So the Deadwater tribe helped you after all? What a fascinating development. Between your heroism and Jaxic Orn's raw strength, I'm sure you showed those brutes what for. I hesitate to ask, but what did the blackguards learn about the Remnant? Well then, there's not a moment to lose. We will redouble our efforts. We cannot allow those thugs to claim something as valuable as the Remnant. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We should probably discuss this matter with Cassandra. Oh, no surprise there. Even so, they must understand we only mean to help. Zukas knows my motives are pure, and this Deadwater warrior proved she's willing to collaborate when the situation requires it. We'll win them over. I'm sure of it.
So, you return victorious. You have my most sincere gratitude, and that of the explorers you rescued. Now, as to the blackguards, we should assume that they learned a great deal from our friends and the Deadwater warriors. Wouldn't you agree? Unfortunate. I can tell you as an expert of Argonian archaeology, the idea of one of those ignorant thugs handling such a valuable antiquity makes me very uncomfortable. Did they mention why they seek this thing? I have some experience with wealth. Jangling gold in front of a pack of cutthroats is an act of crude desperation. This person is either a fool or a victim of some obsession. In either case, we cannot let this remnant fall into their hands. We can discuss that in a moment.
Good point.
First, we owe you a significant sum. It's only right that we settle the books on that first. I hope this is sufficient. I assure you, there will be much more if you choose to join us. Once again, you have my thanks.
I don't see that set being good. Like, straight up not good.
You've done a great deal for us already. I wonder if you're willing to do a bit more. While Famia has proven a steadfast companion, I believe our current predicament requires someone a bit more adroit when things take a turn for the perilous. I do. One of your native companions warned you off of it, didn't they? Believe me, I sympathize. But despite my lifestyle, I'm still an Argonian, one with ample means. Who would I be if I didn't use that wealth to help my people? Yes, you are clearly the best at what you do. I can think of no one more qualified to lead this endeavor. You and Zukas have grown close, correct? He knows a great deal about the Remnant, I'm sure. Please, convince him we only want to help. Thank you for your efforts thus far, and your achievements to come. I have business in Alton Mirhiel. Perhaps we can reconvene there once you've made your inquiries with Zukas. An item of tremendous historical significance and arcane power. Very little scholarship exists on the subject, but I do know a little. Argonian elders often referred to it as a sacred egg, or Zalthithal. Eggs always contain something, right? Answers. About the Hist, their beginnings, their powers, their intentions. All I know for certain is that it does not contain simple coins or ancient bric-a-brac. The Remnant is a vessel for great power. We must be cautious and well prepared. Whatever is best for the people of Murkmire. I won't act without their consultation if that's what you're worried about. Again, I may be something of an outsider, but I am still an Argonian. This isn't some purely academic matter for me. I honestly couldn't say. Most of that history was beaten out of my exiles by the Dark Elves centuries before I was born. Slavers take great pains to destroy our racial identity, you see. Makes us easier to control, I suppose. You mean, has the Hist spoken to me? I'd prefer not to talk about that right now. A conversation for another time. It is. I spent the greater part of my youth in Cyrodiil. Taking on Imperial dress, name, and customs made things easier. Of course, it makes things here in Murkmire more complicated. One of my life's many ironies. No, I was hatched in Morrowind. You'll forgive me if I don't elaborate. It was a very difficult time, one best forgotten. As my native eggkin say, best to let it pass. The antiquities market. No surprise there, I'm sure. I know I'm a bit starchy now, but in my youth, I was quite the explorer. I discovered several untouched Ayleid ruins and auctioned their treasures for a tidy sum. Hardly. The Ayleids treated my ancestors very poorly. I prefer to think of this as simple reparations. In any case, my business interests are purely philanthropic now. Like Famia, I only seek to preserve Argonian relics for future generations. It is, in fact. You have a very keen eye. You should know that the crystal was a tremendous discovery. Vaka stones like this one are very difficult to come by. Famia didn't tell you? Vaka stones are mysterious crystals, not unlike the Ayleid Welkin stones. Our ancestors used them to store the raw magicka that falls from the sun, thus their radiant yellow hue. Powerful relics, to be sure. If an opportunity presents itself, perhaps. I suspect that some ancient Argonian relics require Vaka stones to function. No doomsday devices, though, I promise.
Let me see. I wonder how much this DLC actually costs. That's 4,000 for the collectors. I know you can get this for free, I think in the upcoming month, just by playing the game. But I was curious, because I have ESO Plus, so apparently you get it for free if you have it, so that's good. Alright, anyway, let me see. Where are we going now? Up here. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. A lot of work to do today.
Ah, Biko. I would be lying if I said this is unexpected. Welcome to my home, Brightthroat Village. Cozier than Lilmuth, I think. What brings you? Let me hazard a guess. Of course you do. This matter of the remnant, you must understand, it is fragile as a marsh robin's egg. Even so, I trust your heart, and truthfully, we could use the help. Brightthroats are negotiators, not warriors, and war is brewing. All answers lie with the Hist. It is just a matter of hearing what it has to say. Chimemaker Shuvu can help us. Our Hist speaks through the wind, you see. Its words rustle through the boughs, and our chimes sing out its counsel. Poetic, right? Old Shuvu spends his time in the Glade of Chimes, to the west of the village. In my youth, I would spend all my time listening to the chimes. It is a very good place. If you go there now, I will join you. You will like Chimemaker Shuvu, I think. Very wise and very pleasant. Like one of your gray-muzzled bark dogs. Let's make our way to the glade. Is the name not clear? It is a glade. It is full of chimes.
Okay.
Some people think that the Hist speaks to us, just as I speak to you, using words, you see. We call this kahupwo, the mouth talk. Very rare, Biko. Most Hist speak without words. In Brightthroat Village, the Hist speaks through chime music. The Remnant. It is not a thing known, but a thing felt. Like rain on the shoulders, or a brief whiff of cinnamon grass. Difficult to explain to outsiders, I think. This is fair. When I was a hatchling, a very old Nahish elder told me a story about a lost tribe. One that lived far away in houses of stone. She did not speak about the Remnant, but its name swelled in my heart. I do not know why. My knowing tree is barren. Sorry, Biko. Better to learn these things together anyway. For you, at least. Just think, if I knew where the Remnant was, I would probably have hidden it by now. Then you would never get to see it.
What was the house that... I forgot what it's called, but it was like a limited edition house that you can get that looks very similar to this. But I don't remember what it's called.
Is that... little Zukas, come to visit your old friend in the Glade of Chimes? He is always so busy now. I recall when he stood only as tall as the Kepo grass. And you, Blackguard Slayer, what can this stiff-legged crafter do for you? Remnant of... My. This is no small question, Zuka's friend. Look around you. Each of these chimes sing out a tangle of melodies, but only one tangle. One chime speaks of eggs and hatching, another jangles about death and journey's ends. The Ojel is clever, Zukas. Yes, my hands gave birth to every chime you hear. But the Remnant, only one chime can sing its truth. One made by sun-blessed hands in an old time. Older than my egg mother's egg mother. A chime as old as our tribe. Locked away, hidden under mud and lost memories. Understand, our exiles did not want this truth drifting free on the wind. But Zukas trusts you, so I will trust you. Go to the Wither Vault, claim the chime. We will learn its truth together. The Wither Vault is well north of the village. I would guide you, but my knees grow stiff as kindling wood. Little Zukas can aid you, I have no doubt. Be warned, even Brightthroats who know the mire like their own scales face danger there. Since before he hatched, I called him the Little Stump. He would plant himself at the foot of the listening tree and stare up at the branches, listening, always listening. I thought he might take my place one day. You should ask him. Treeminder Pavu saw the old sap in Zukas. She made him a root herald, and his days grew short and lean, like an underfed guar. Eventually, he had no time to listen anymore. All is as the Hist wishes it to be. One day, when he has grown old and thin like me, he may return to the glade. Until then, he does the tribe's work. There is no shame in that. None at all.
Ugh. So far away. Go to the Wither Vault. Let's go to the objective here, because eventually I do want to fill out the map.
Let's find this chime. Leaving the glade always puts rocks in my sandals. Sad, you know. One day the two of us should share some phlegm wine there and just listen. The swamp grows thick here. A far cry from Loma's mud puddles, I think.
Ruler, where are you two?
We'll be doing all the side missions and stuff a little bit later, but right now I just want to... The story is kind of interesting.
Leviathan Pizzle grows across this glade. A very powerful herb, Pico. Remind me to pick some later.
Bruh.
I cannot imagine the Brightthroats ever holding territory here. Very little.
I just feel like I could get
Knowledge elders
disconnected at
never
any
speak of
moment
this
now.
place. Not even to me. Stay watchful, Biko. I hear something. The chimes. They sing without wind. Just ahead. Kaok, I hate this. Good work, Biko. Let us get back to Brightthroat Village.
That's it? Are you... all that for, like, a chime? Okay, then. Oh, that was probably not the turn I wanted to make. Well, we're dead. It's probably for the best, actually. Where are we? Okay. It's not too bad.
Beast nesting in the wither vault, soiling the chime.
Be calm,
The wind
Shu.
welcomes you, Zuka's friend. You have the remnant chime? Please, settle an old lizard's spines. The beast Zukas mentioned, it did not gnaw or shed water on it, right? Hist be praised. Take the chime to the listening tree and hang it there. When you are ready, clutch this prayer stone and focus. If your cause is just, the Hist will answer. If not, I guess we have to find a better place to bury this chime. Perfect. Now center yourself in the glade and focus the remnant's mystery on the prayers. We seek your guidance and ask the blessing of your song. Sap Mother, Bow Father, please hear our petition and speak the remnant's truth. I hear nothing. A tangle of whispers, nothing more.
That can't be. Wait, I hear it, Shuvu. I hear it. The Hist sings the remnant's truth.
Truly? Ha! Ah, little Zukas, I knew you had a chime maker's heart. Come, tell us what you hear.
I am confused. Shuvu is the wisest listener in the tribe. How could he hear nothing when I heard it so clearly? He is very old. Maybe he just needs his ear cavity flushed. Smoke of stars to see what once was seen. Sunless sap to hear what once was heard. A bramble of words. I appreciate the Hist's poetry, but this is not an ideal time for it, I think. I do not know. Hopefully Shuvu can teach me how to decipher the words. It will take time, but I will find you if I learn more. Perhaps friend Famia could help also? Or Cassandra. They both know the Marsh's stone secrets. They could prove useful.
Okay.
What hope have I? What song have I? A grave stake I have not. It was taken by pale hands away into the swamp. It is lost, just like my egg brother's honorable end. The breeze brings a traveler, a newfound hope. You hold the grave stake of Tunzi, an elder most kind and now departed. But oh, how can I complete my journey? My injury hinders, and the road is long. There is a glade within the swamp, where Tunzi first set eyes upon his beloved. It was there that he wished the grave stake to be placed. As grave singer, I must grant this wish. But perhaps you would be willing to help. I beg your help in this matter most grave. Will you set right what another so cruelly made wrong? A glade within the swamp, where a first love was formed. A tree it once had, but now it does not. It is gone, just as Tunzi is now gone.
Okay. So, I think this is the next main quest over here. Kind of surprised there's no waypoint around here, but I can walk to it. So, I'm going to wrap up this video. I'll see you guys in the next part. Thanks so much for watching.